zone. And he takes this from inside the 5, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They'll run this play from the pistol. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Using the quick game. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if we can keep it going.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He wants to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Makes the catch. It's Hayden.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Throwing right.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make the...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffs. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just trucks through it. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well stick with him. On the move at the 30. Afterburner's coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delayed game, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Hunter. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some...
He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it to stop the clock.
It's second down.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Ward. Uncorks one. Complete to the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Incomplete. It's second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they'll try the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Ward. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
48. First down for the offense.
One more play to pad the stats. Trying to find his man on first down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.